This episode is made possible by listeners just like you. If you want to help fund future shows, please head over to x1bros.com/support. Hello, everybody. Welcome to X1 Bros. This is podcast number 48. We are your positive Xbox One and gaming community.
Yay! Yes.
It's Friday the 13th.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I'm worried this show won't go
and
well.
it's Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Yes, which is kind of my own personal Friday the 13th every year.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I was thinking of this. Sorry, this is way off topic, everybody. But there's all of this, like, flowers for girls, chocolates for girls, cute stuffed animals for girls. We should make something for men. For instance, because at my work, I'm the only... No, there's two guys in my entire office, right?
Okay.
Everyone today, delivery of flowers and bears and chocolates and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
What if I would like to be a man at work and get, like, a heart-shaped big burger or something? You know, a big T-bone steak at work for men. Men Valentine gifts.
Because you want to be treated right.
I want to be treated right by my lady. Why is this a one-way holiday?
It kind of is, but we're going to... I don't want to get into this discussion. It frustrates me. I get frustrated. I get frustrated.
Yeah.
Although, my lady bought me a lot of candy bars, which, by the way, I brought some.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Jordan
I
had
brought chocolate hearts for everybody,
they're
but
gone.
then I ate them all.
You ate them all?
Yeah.
Anyway,
my
don't you think
gosh.
that's a great idea?
Snickers.
Oh, yeah. A man Valentine gift company. For men.
Men in...
Isn't that, what is that? Blizzard? I believe it's Blizzard, right? Or Naughty Dog? Or
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I believe those are the
Like some
companies
kind
that
of
are made
edible,
for men.
like instead of flowers, a bouquet of tools.
A bouquet of... That's a good idea. Yeah,
See, I'm onto something here. Anyways, that is off topic.
But hold on.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't say that. I gotta watch myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in trouble because I know my wife
Anyways,
listens to the show.
I hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's and a wonderful Friday the 13th. There's a couple this year, Friday the 13th, so I looked it up today, actually. Updates, the Madden Ultimate Team Tournament is almost finished. I have been knocked out officially. I got destroyed, actually, the other night. But we are coming up to the finals here. The finals will be done this week, so next podcast we might have a winner. If not, it would definitely be the week after that. I did, however, place a wager on Dark and Franchise's game yesterday for Game of Thrones. And
That was the bet.
That was the get. I picked Dark. Shebrew picked Franchise. I'm proud to announce that I won, and I received Game of Thrones via. Thank you, Dark. He's my horse, the Dark Horse. He's my horse in the race.
Good. That's awesome.
Trials. Did we check on the Trials? I think we have someone that beat Trials.
Well, I know it was organic. It was Headshot Jim that was ranked 157th in the world. He was 527 feet.
Wow. Someone that joined our team, I think broke the record. But I don't know. We'll check.
Broke Headshot Jim's
I think so.
157th
I
in the
think
world.
if I-
you
if
got
I-
to be kidding me.
if
That
I-
record is still breakable?
If I hear it right, Jordan, you missed it. It's over there to the left.
So
Okay.
there's so many games.
I heard it was
I
like-
love that problem. It's a good problem.
While Jordan's looking that up, the IDARB tournament is the tournament that's next. McSpicy, how can people enter that tournament?
You know, this is going to be a real great organized tournament because I'm the one in charge, so...
And he's the organization king.
Yeah, oh yeah. Woohoo! Responsibility is my middle name, so... easy enough, just tweet at Mr. McSpicy if you want to enter. Just say, I want to enter. Or even on my Xbox Live, just send me a message. But if you want to enter the tournament, that's all you got to do. I will put all your names in a cute little top hat, and I'll pull it out, and we will make a bracket, and then it'll be on.
Not just a top hat, a cute little top hat.
A cute little top hat. That's what I want for Valentine's.
A cute little top hat.
kidding.
Exactly. So the IDARB tournament will be there. Our 1 year podcast our 1 year podcast, our 1 year anniversary is only, after this podcast, is only 3 podcasts away. This is 48. It'll be 52. Our 1 year podcast. We have a big announcement. That podcast will be full of fun times as usual.
Oh,
yes.
good.
Yes. But in celebration of our year, to honor you, the community, we want to celebrate with you. We will be giving away the biggest prize we have ever given away. And all you have to do to be eligible for that is be signed up for the newsletter, x1bros.com/newsletter. Go sign up there. We'll announce this every week until our 1 year celebration. It's just our way to say thank you to everyone.
It's a good prize. You'll like it.
It's
a couple
good
of
prizes. There will be multiple prizes with a granddaddy, if you will.
Ooh.
Maybe a couple granddaddy. Who knows? Who knows at this point?
We
We know it'll be big.
Yeah.
It will be big. You'll be excited to get it.
Holy. Okay. K-Dog 0625. Rank 56 in the world now.
Oh my goodness!
At
Broke the $100, the 100 ceiling, the top
at
100.
529 feet.
0.73.
I guess, yeah, we have to do points at that point. 0.734. K-Dog 0625. Amazing, my
Wow.
friend. You have just, yeah.
Clappy, 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 clappy. We're clapping right now.
That is on Trials Fusion, the Big Air challenge that is out. I mean, this is we'll just call it a permanent challenge.
It is. If you want to be a part of that challenge, friend us. Join our team. Join the Trials team. The Big Air leaderboard. Every week for the last 4 weeks, it has changed.
Check it out. I'm still on the list, though.
Yeah, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Doesn't matter.
I can't
On the
see,
list.
I can't see that far down.
On the list. It has not bumped me from the
So
second
now we
grade.
have 3 people that have beat my record now.
That
Organic Avenger,
that is amazing.
Headshot Jim, and I can no longer remember. It's
K-Dog.
K-Dog
It's
06.
the new first place leader. You got to go to my team.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, my bad. There we go. Sorry.
K-Dog 0625. Congrats, man. Wow.
Congrats. That is
that's
an
impressive.
accomplishment.
That's
Actually-
Dark's brother?
Yeah, I knew it was someone related to Dark. For some reason, I thought it was his cousin, but he messaged me. He said, "Check it out." That's why I knew that he's up there.
Sounds sketchy.
I think it's rigged.
I know. I don't believe it anymore.
Anyways,
Dark's story keeps changing.
congratulations. This is our weekly Big Air Challenge on Trials. If you have it, please feel free to join us. As always, I am joined by the bros, the X1 Bros. Is this his?
That's his
thing?
replay.
Oh my goodness!
I'm
He is
studying
soaring.
his technique.
1, 2, 3,
Great
4.
technique.
So he was
Whoa.
almost to the 5th line by. Oh man, that's good.
That's
That was
amazing.
good. That was good. Anyways, as always, I'm joined by the bros, the X1 Bros. First and
watch this.
foremost,
I'm gonna break
Oh.
David's right while he's introducing us. I'm gonna break his record right now.
first and foremost, a heart-shaped pizza just means less pizza, and that's not a sacrifice he's willing to make for love. It's Mr. McSpicy, Mark Haywood.
Thank you. Pizza's my favorite.
It is, I know.
Pizza. I'm done.
Pizza? I'm there.
Yeah, giddy up.
Second, don't get him started. He doesn't come with brakes. It's Jordan the Man, Jordan Paskett.
Hey,
That's a good phrase.
A couple of them don't get him started on Ubisoft and any kind of launch day multiplayer gaming.
it's true.
Yeah,
I don't like it when they're not prepared.
yeah.
And last but not least, sometimes I spend whole meetings wondering how they got the big meeting table through the door. I am X1. We are the X1 Bros. Let's get this show on the road. Jordan, what is going on in the world of Xbox One this week?
This week, there's a lot of fancy announcements.
Ooh.
So
Those are my favorite kind.
yeah, a lot of fancy ones.
I'm so fancy. Oh, just kidding. That's
So
terrible.
there's not too much this week, but there's still a lot of good stuff. First off, Just Cause 3 trailer is the first trailer is now revealed, and it's on our Facebook page. Just a little teaser trailer, and it kind of shows the main guy right there at the end. It's a pretty good trailer. It looks good, but we knew that from the screenshots.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can't really see anything from it. It's just the
yeah,
cinematic.
it's just a teaser. Just now we for
Parachuting
sure
down.
know that it's coming.
Here it comes.
So and that's on our Facebook page if you want to check it out. Guild Wars 2. I know you guys are asking, why am I talking about Guild Wars 2? Let me tell you why
okay.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Guild
Why?
Wars 2.
Tell me. Lay
Guild-
down the gospel,
Wait a
brother.
minute. Why
Lay
are
it down.
Why are you talking about it on this show?
Oh.
I will tell you.
Great question, Mark.
I don't think you know what I'm talking about.
I
Guild
don't.
Wars 2 John Ryan, he's one of the head writers over there at Guild Wars 2. He is leaving ArenaNet to become the editor/lore master at Bungie.net for Destiny.
Wow.
Good move.
That is a good move.
Yeah. So his last day, this was on Twitter a while ago, as in today.
Yeah.
A little earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
So he just tweeted he's heading over to Bungie. His job title is editor/lore master. We don't really know what
Lore master.
I would love to have
You know
that
what?
title.
I want that I want that in quotations as my middle name.
Yeah.
Lore
I would
master.
like that title. That's a cool job title.
That is
Lore master.
But anyway, we don't really know what that entails, but obviously you can kind of guess he's going to be helping out with the lore, a little bit of the deeper stuff, which is really good. Which is a good move because Guild Wars, if anybody's ever played it, has got a pretty good
New
side
personal
stories
record.
and stuff. So.
Yeah, it really does.
I just got it. I just beat your personal record.
But
That's all I wanted
Now
to
I'm
do.
up there. Okay.
anyway, so yeah, he's over at Bungie.net and he's working as the lore master.
The lore master.
So, Minecraft Star Wars Rebels skin pack is now available for Xbox One for all you Minecraft players out there.
I tried to convince McSpicy to play Minecraft this week. He turned me down.
Oh, interesting.
Well, why did I do that?
Because we played Grand Theft Auto instead.
That's why.
I wanted to look at our pool.
We wanted. What did we do on Grand Theft Auto? Did we try to take the? Was this week Harrier week or?
Oh, we did a mission that took us for forever. And it was like the
that's
easiest
right.
mission ever.
And I recorded the clip. I watched it today. It's pretty funny. When the semi ran me over. It's pretty good. Keep going, Jordan. Sorry.
Swindle has been announced for Xbox One. It's another platformer coming to the Xbox One. It looks pretty cool. I will upload the video to our Facebook page so you guys can check it out. But it'll be out the same time as the PC version, just so everyone knows. But it has been announced for not only the PC but for the Xbox as well. Dying Light had its first DLC come out this week called...
Okay, give it a shot.
right there.
Use your words.
Is it Cuisine?
Cuisine.
I thought it was that.
Cuisine and cargo.
Cuisine and Cargo.
Oh man, you're.
But
I
anyway.
love Jordan.
Yeah.
I love you, man. You're a good dude.
Dying Light's a good game, so go get the DLC.
Cool.
Warframe.
Whoa, whoa,
The,
whoa! This is a great game.
Yeah.
Okay?
The hub relays are coming to the console version, so they'll be on the Xbox One. And what the hub relays is, it's worlds where you can hang out with other players between matches and just kind of mess around and stuff like that. It's been on the PC version for a little while now, and it's finally moving over to the Xbox One version.
It's
Nice.
like quote unquote the tower.
Yeah, if you will. It's just kind of a social. I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, I think you can explore, trade, other stuff like that. So, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for Warframe. Far Cry 4 DLC is now out for the Xbox One, and it adds a dune buggy
Ooh.
and a new mode
What's
for
the
players
mode?
to play in. I don't know, actually.
Oh, but it has a new.
But it
mode.
has a new mode.
You want me to read the story real quick?
Overrun is the new... No, that's the DLC. I don't know. It has a new mode, everybody.
Okay, well, that's fantastic.
I
I
haven't
didn't mean to
played
call
Far
you out
Cry.
like that. My bad. I'll look it up because
Okay.
I'm interested.
Anyway, one of my favorite news stories of the week, Mortal Kombat came out. Mortal Kombat X came out with its official character list. You ready for it? Let's start here. We got Goro, Ermac. I hate fighting him, just so everybody knows.
I don't know, Ermac.
Katana.
I
good
do
one.
like Katana.
Kung
Ooh,
Lao,
don't we all?
Quan Chi, Reptile, Kano, Raiden, Devora, Kotal Khan,
Kotokan.
Farah and Tor, Cassie Cage, and the classics Sub-Zero, and my personal favorite, who I play with every single time, Scorpion. Scorpion's a good character.
Yeah.
And rumored fighters are Cryax, Sonya, Rain, and Jax. Sonya and Jax will probably be on the final list, I think, because they're always in it. But anyway,
Yeah.
they're the rumored
They're
fighters.
one of the classics.
Yeah, they're the rumored fighters, so. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is now available
I
for
saw
pre-order
that.
and pre-download on Xbox One.
How do we feel about this game?
I don't know. Mortal Kombat's my fighting game, so it's really hard for me to get into. Other than like Dead or Alive, which I still have trouble buying when I have Mortal Kombat, is my fighting game. So, but yeah, David, this next one's for you. The Escapist
Yes, I cannot wait.
is
Oh my
is
ears!
now
So excited.
My
available.
ears are bleeding.
So excited.
My ear holes have blood coming out of them.
Ear holes is now available for pre-order and pre-download on the Xbox One.
Oh man.
This is one of the games they showed off last year at E3 in their like little
Dare I?
video that they
Dare
they had.
I? I think I dare.
And David is. It does look like a fun game. It's a prison simulator, right? An 8-bit prison
I
simulator.
cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Is this the one where you can just sit there and pump iron?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And
cool.
bulk up.
And
So anyway, Far Cry. Back to Far Cry.
I-
it has 4 maps and 1 new PvP mode.
Yeah, the PvP mode is like domination.
Yeah, cool.
You have 3 points, and you have to capture the
See?
points, and the
You
more
just gotta
people
give me
that are
time.
there,
I knew,
you
I,
get
knew
more
I put
points.
it in the news. You just got to give me time to get to it.
Oh, okay.
4 new maps and 1 new PvP mode.
Okay, good. I looked it up, but
Guys,
you
the
already had it.
game of the year is now out for Xbox One. Don Bradman's Cricket is now available for Xbox One.
I've been looking at this one for years.
I kind of want to buy it. 'cause
Watch it be way fun.
A bunch of people were sending me messages saying that it's actually a ton of fun.
Yeah,
Really?
that's
I
what
don't
I've heard
understand
too. That's
cricket,
but
I'm sure this will teach me.
yeah. So anyway,
That's you know what Mario Tennis for
Uh-huh.
the N64. That's what got me hooked on tennis.
really?
Is that video
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
That's a true
Mine-
story. When I
mine
was,
was,
in my
Top Spin.
youth. Top
Spin.
Spin.
Top Spin.
Top Spin was
on
good.
Dreamcast?
That was like
Dreamcast.
yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
You could play on the memory card.
This just breaking. The Escapist is mine.
yes.
You just bought it?
Pre-ordered it.
That means it's mine
Done.
as well.
Okay, I might have to do that. How much is it? $15 or?
$17.99.
Oh my gosh, they're adding $3.
It's normally 20. It'll be $19.99 normally.
So you're saving too.
I'm doing it.
Yes. Yes.
So
I'm just gonna sit there and pump iron.
Don Bradman's Cricket is now available. If you have that game, please message me and let me know how it is, because I really want to know how the cricket game goes.
Okay, I do too.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude or anything.
I don't understand.
honestly really
no,
wanna
I don't think there's an
learn how-
American that understands cricket. Is there? Is there? Google that.
Anyway, also out this week, Evolve is now available on the Xbox One
Evolve.
for
Dun,
V1
dun, 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 dun.
action. So, it's available. Also, let me know if you have that game, and let me know how
Yeah.
it is.
None of us purchased that, right?
No,
No,
we'll be
I just-
playing that this
yeah.
week, though, as a group, the 3 of us. So, stay tuned next week to get our review/impressions.
Okay.
All right, guys, biggest news story of the week, I think, behind the Mortal Kombat list, because I love Mortal Kombat. Bethesda
I saw this story.
is, for the first time ever, holding their own conference at E3 this year.
You know what that means?
That means that they have something big. And
Fall
I think it's Fallout 4.
out. Yeah, that's, I think. Or
Also-
a new IP.
Yeah, they could be that too.
Either one, I'd be happy.
Also, I
Yeah.
think they're going to... I guess Bethesda produces
Which
it.
means next
But I
year we're
think-
due for a new Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, because I think they try and switch off.
Or they might wait because, I mean, they're producing Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
they
saying.
might
I
wait.
think we'll probably see some... Because ZeniMax does builds Elder Scrolls Online, but Bethesda produces it. So I think we might see a little console gameplay of that at E3, because
Oh,
we've
beautiful.
yet to see console gameplay of it.
Yeah.
So, and the control scheme. So anyway, they have something big, and they're going to announce it, I'm sure. I mean, this is all theory. Why would they have a press conference just to say, hey, we're Bethesda?
Oh.
You know.
I
Because I
would.
did pre-order the Escapist.
if I had-
I bought the Escapist. It came out today. Yes.
Whoa! It came out today.
Well, how do I find it? I'm on the website looking for it.
You type in The Escapist.
I did, and it brought up Alien Isolation.
In games?
Oh, James.
No, maybe
Still-
not.
I'll give it another shot. Okay, keep going.
Anyway,
I don't
just
mean to.
do it on Smart Glass.
Oh, you're right.
Anyway, yeah, the biggest news story, I think, of the week, Bethesda holding their own E3 press conference for the first time ever. Of course, EA and Ubisoft have done this before, and then you also have the 3 big ones, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. But I like this. So I think
Yeah, I'm excited.
Bethesda's a good company, and
E3 is going to
I'm
be an
excited.
exciting,
really
time.
exciting year. No. And that's it for the news.
Nice. Bethesda, definitely the biggest. What else would there be anything else besides?
Brink 2.
No, that's not coming out. We know for a fact that's not coming
Why
out.
would you even? I was having a good
That'd
day.
be so funny. Can you imagine?
I was having
that?
a really good day, and you brought back a
Guys,
time
we've
that was
got
really
this-
dark for me.
We've got this new shooter we're making. Brink 2.
Yeah, that would be.
be great.
Trust us this time. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Saving
Actually-
the day. And your wallet.
David's just pushing
Cut
us right
off.
through.
Bethesda, in their credit, I think they only produced that one.
This is the section of
If
the
I was a
show
producer, I wouldn't have produced that.
where we try and save you guys money, get you guys some deals. Right now at Target, Titanfall $18.99. That is a good price. Everywhere else, it's $29.99, which is
Ooh.
$29.99 for Titanfall is really good. $18.99 for Titanfall at Target. That is a must buy. Shadow of Mordor: Middle Earth at Best Buy is $29.99.
It's a good game. I
And
finished
Destiny is $39.99 at Best Buy. On Amazon, ready for this? This one will blow your mind. On Amazon, it might be just today only, so I apologize for. So everyone in stream, if you are not, if you don't own this game, go pick it up on Amazon. Nice. Big Spicy just bought The Escapist. Go buy The Escapist #1, $17.99. That's on sale. Or
$2 off.
or go over to Amazon. Far Cry 4, $29.99 right now. The digital code, not on sale, unfortunately.
Then that would make it so I wouldn't buy it. I'm all digital, baby.
All digital all the time.
all digital, all the time.
All digital all the time. Right now on Xbox Live Store, NBA 2K15 is $29.99. That is a great price for a really good game. NBA 2K15. Everything for NBA 2K15, all of the commentary packs, all of the gold that you can buy. They tried to implement kind of like a Ultimate Team thing with this year's Madden Ultimate Team. Geometry Wars 3 is also on sale for $10. It's normally $14.99, so if you like Geometry Wars, that would be a good one to pick up. And that is it for the deals this week. Far Cry for $29.99 on Amazon, and also at Target, $18.99 for Titanfall. Those are the two that are must-buys in my book.
Yeah.
And with that, let's move on.
That's enough, the both of you.
Oh, man, we know what time it is. It's time to talk about what we've been playing this week.
Let me go first, because
Let's start
mine's
with
going to be really
McSpicy.
short. I had a real busy week, so
Look, we'll go you, then me, then Jordan.
because we all know that Jordan's the one who throws in the game time.
Yes.
That's, I'm living vicariously through you
By proxy.
by proxy. That's right. You're the greatest man alive. Okay,
What did you play this
Grand
week?
Theft Auto 5 was my. I think
I
that's
watched you last night for a little while.
Yeah, and that was That was the first time I could play.
Well, we played earlier.
What did we play?
Grand Theft Auto Online.
We did? Oh, yeah, that's right. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. My gosh. Okay, then that's what I played. So, I did play some iDarb, just a little bit. But, and I'm still way good at that. I don't know why I'm good at that game. I'm just good at that game.
Naturally.
Yeah, just naturally
8-bit
gifted.
sports
Grand Theft
games.
Auto, I'm not. But on iDarb, I am. So it's maybe the 8-bit thing going on. But, yeah, had a lot of fun. Playing with you. We were stuck on a mission for like 2 hours.
Which we should not have been. The easiest mission. The mission
In the
literally was go get this tanker and take it from point A to point B. And that was it.
And here, yeah, I'll show you some funny
And it
clips
wasn't
where
hard.
David just, there's a part where David got stuck in the mountains with this thing, and I got out to try to push, and then he ran me over.
You guys should
man.
play that plane game, that racing game where you were flying upside down.
If-
that was the funniest video I've ever seen.
If we can figure out a way to play games we want to on the online, it's kind of complicated. Grand Theft Auto 5's online is not as user-friendly
User-friendly.
as you
They did just
would
come
have
out with an update, so it'll be interesting
we-
this week to see what that fixes, how that goes.
we didn't play it since the update. The update was yesterday, right? Or
Yesterday
just
or this
week?
morning.
Yeah, okay.
I was probably yesterday. Who knows?
Okay. But yeah, still a good game. Great game. I still am pissed off at the stock market.
Yeah, losing all your money.
Yeah, I've lost like $500,000, which is a lot in the beginning of the game. Yeah, it's like real life. Except I've not lost $500,000 because I have never had $500,000.
Well, that would be nice
That'd
if
be
you
nice
did have
if
that
you
much to
could
lose.
lose. You know,
Yeah,
you
if I
had enough
could
to
lose, yeah, no kidding.
I had the opportunity this week to play Madden in the Madden Ultimate Team tournament, and I am sad to say that I got knocked out. I was in it. I fumbled the ball, which seems to happen to me quite a bit in that game, especially during the tournaments, and that was really the point at which the game changed, and then Sheber just annihilated me from there. What I've learned about this, and I'm ready for next year, baby, I'm there. In order to compete, you have to have at least one marquee wide receiver, and that's a 95 or in the 90s, mid to high 90s.
Which will cost you money, right? Like,
No, Sheber got one this week. Pretty good. No, you can.
do you just don't they have like booster pack stuff you can get? Or
You can get them through booster packs,
can get 'em
or
through in-game as
you can
well.
get them through in-game currency, which you get by playing the game. So, which works out nice. So next year, this was a great experiment. See what it takes. Next year, I'm there. I am there. Excited to see how that how that ends. Grand Theft Auto as well. It's fun as always. Played some single player missions. I will beat that game. It just I
Yeah.
gotta set aside like 16 hours.
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny.
It
I was doing
it
missions
is
last
excellent.
night. I streamed my gameplay.
Sometimes I avoid the side missions so that I can go, but then I always get sucked in, and they're so good.
They're so
Yeah.
good. Yeah. I was laughing pretty hard during my entire cast, basically. So it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, so those two excellent games. This week I look forward to playing Evolve and seeing my thoughts and impressions on that game. I loved the alpha, but I don't know if
Did
it
you
has...
love the alpha or did you like the alpha?
I loved playing with you guys on the alpha. Let me rephrase that. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has
The $60 hook.
Longevity for you.
the longevity is
Yeah.
a good the longevity is that there, does it exist? I don't know. We'll find out. So Jordan, how about you? What did you play this week?
Well, okay, so first thing I did this week is actually last week after the podcast. As soon as I got home, I updated my controller, and I spent about 20 minutes turning off and on my Xbox because it really does go faster now. Like it connects, it really does. I counted, it connects in 2 seconds.
Oh, you know what? I have to read. That's why my
Yeah.
Turtle Beach headset wouldn't work, but it's because there's a new update for
Yeah,
the
the
controller,
firmware.
and that's
So-
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and
How do you do that,
I
by the
found
way?
this out. Check this out.
Did you just go to
Remember,
settings?
do you remember like 6 months
Settings.
ago when I told you guys they're coming out with like a buzz feature if you lose your controller?
Uh-huh.
It's on there. I buzzed my controllers.
So how do you do it? What do you
Well,
have to
so
do?
you have to at least have right now. You have to at least have one controller.
Oh,
But like,
well,
so-
obviously.
yeah. So I had my one controller, and I'm borrowing your controller. So I was like, oh, okay. So
Oh, you mean have two?
yeah.
Have
so
one
I
to control.
stuffed your
Okay.
controller in the couch, and I was like, find controller, buzz, buzz, and it went. Zzz, zzz, zzz. Yeah.
Oh,
So even if it's
cool.
off.
Well, could you use the Kinect as a input device, like as a controller?
Yeah, because you say
Oh, I don't.
find
Oh,
controller.
maybe I
Because then
could.
if you have
Yeah,
no
maybe I
controller,
could. I didn't try that.
Xbox. Oh,
Buzz.
is your
It's-
connected?
it's off 'cause
Okay,
of Maddie, though.
Xbox. Find controller.
Yeah. So I did that.
so
and that's,
is it
that's
off?
Really cool.
The controller's off, and it will turn it on.
Oh, I can't remember if I had it turned on or off. I want to say it was off, but I can't remember. I will
Okay.
test that out tonight. So.
Come test that out.
Yeah.
So, and then I played that Find Yourself game,
Oh.
coming of age game.
Life is Strange.
Yes, that game.
Yes.
That game.
What
That
did
is a
you think
fun.
of that?
It's a really fun game, but it's just, it's like a teen novel.
Yeah, I know.
It re-
It's
like, but
funny.
it's fun though. Like
It's-
I keep playing because it's a lot of fun.
You
but
called
really
it
is
last
like-
week. You called it the coming of age game.
It really is.
And it's like it's funny because it's like I hope no one reads my journal, my diary.
When she gets to her room, she goes, "Finally, I'm in my cocoon."
and it's funny. I've sat down and read the journal. It's
Oh, I
pretty
have
good.
it.
Or the
Oh,
di- I guess it's a diary.
I think the gameplay is really fun. It's just an interesting story.
it goes
So
through all
it's
the
definitely
characters
a-
she's met. And she's like,
It's definitely
"Oh,
like a teen
She
novel."
is so stuck up.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's yeah. So I played a little bit of that game, and what was the other game I played? Oh, iDarb. I did practice a little iDarb.
You practice, so you're not just playing
Yeah.
it. You're in it to win it.
Oh yeah, iDarb's a fun game.
Yeah, it's
So-
good. Have you guys had the iDarb tweet thing happen?
No, not yet.
So when I was playing Tokyo Rose, this was last week. When I was playing Tokyo Rose, Twitter can control your game, and that sounds weird, but it says like it has the Twitter name and it says just gave everyone diarrhea, and all your players are like going crazy and stuff.
So
or-
people like we
you
could
can
affect the game if
you
we
know how the
hashtag-
name of iDarb is hashtag
Yeah.
iDarb? You can tweet that, and it. I don't know how it works or how Twitter.
Can I pick your game specifically?
I have no idea. All I know is it said someone else just flooded the arena, and then water came up, and then
Yeah.
and then another one. It happened 3 times. There's another one where it was like earthquake or something, and all the stuff started going crazy.
Oh,
So
cool.
Twitter can affect your game.
I just know if you have your Kinect in, it turns on the kiss cam at halftime.
That's funny.
That's pretty funny, yeah. So
It's a good game.
but it is. So I practiced that, and then actually, most of the week because I had a lot of homework this week, I spent on the Crunchyroll app. On
The
Xbox
Crunchyroll?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an app where you can watch a bunch of animes.
Oh, you were telling me you discovered some new ones.
Yeah, some new ones. That are
What?
good.
Which one? Let's tell the
Really?
audience.
Hold
Okay,
on.
so
I'm
there's
gonna-
this new.
It's called Crunchy.
It's called Crunchyroll. It's basically on every device ever, but they have it on the.
I don't
it's-
know about this, but
um,
I like.
I think
like
I might
good
have
anime.
that
the
downloaded.
thing. The
actually.
thing is if you don't like to read subtitles, you're not going to like it because as we know, anime.
I don't mind. That's how I watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, well then you'll get right into it. Yeah, so
That's how I watch Dances with Wolves when they speak to all the Native Americans.
How you watch That's how I watch Hunt for Red October. Yeah. For the first part of the show.
So no, it's the Crunchyroll app. If you're into anime, I definitely suggest it. It's a really good app. It has hundreds of animes on there. I really like animes, and I discovered a friend of mine turned me on to a new anime called Sword Art Online, and I've been addicted to it this week. So I've been watching it all week.
Sword
long.
Art. I'm always looking for good stuff.
SAO.
So SAO, yeah. So basically, what it is it's these kids. It takes place in 2022, so in the future. But these kids in Japan get this new game called Sword Art Online. And it's an MMO, and it's a virtual MMO. So you put on a helmet called the Nerve Gear, and it puts your body into the world. But what happens is everybody that day one when the game comes out, they go into the world, and they get trapped. There's no logout button. And basically, to get out of the world, you have to beat the game. But if you die in the game, you die in the real world.
Ooh.
So it's really, really. If you like MMOs, you would like this show because they use a lot of that terminology. Very cool, very cool game. It did take a weird turn around episode 15, 16, but we got right back on track after that.
But it is a Japanese anime,
so take that as you will.
so we expect weird twists and turns.
It's so good.
That we love, though.
It's so good. I went to Barnes and Noble and bought the books for it. So
Ooh,
that's
wow.
It's really good.
Wow, that good.
Then
Might
of
have
course
to check
there's
this
like
bad boy out.
there's like Fairy Tale and other good show, right? Stuff like that. So.
You gotta.
So yeah, I spent a lot
You
of my
should
time
do a
on the
blog, Jordan, and just tell me what you're doing so I can do it too.
I know, right? You always find this time.
I don't
to
know where you
discover-
get the time
to
to
discover
do
new things.
I've been telling David I've been going to bed at 4 in the morning
Dude,
because
this guy's sacrificing.
because what I do is I get home and from like 6 to 10 I do homework and there's no I got to get the time in, so I got to play games and watch my shows, so I have to push it all back.
And this
then
guy
I wake
is-
up and go to work at 10 and just do it all over again.
Yeah,
Man,
and
you
he's
are-
married too, so he's you know,
You are.
and it's around Valentine's Day. You gotta
Yeah.
He's
you
living
are
the
on-
dream.
You're on fire,
So
man.
good
You're
week.
an inspiration to us all. That sounds
You
like
are-
a good week.
Yeah, you're balancing your life by not sleeping.
That sounds means it's time for discussion time. Time for discussion time. This is the part of the show where we theorize.
I'll say it. Intellectualize.
Hypothesize.
About games.
I was reading what Siler was saying.
Huh. Check out Attack on Titan if you haven't already. Awesome.
I've heard about
Yeah,
that
Attack
one.
on Titan. Attack on Titan is really good as well.
Have you seen that one?
I've
then?
seen the first season of Attack. I think there's only one season. Siler, let me know if there's more because I've seen the first season of Attack on Titan.
Excellent. This week we had a ton of questions I had to weed through. We had a ton of emails. We had a ton of people messaging all of us on Xbox Live. So thank you so much. I'm obviously not able to get to all of them. Some of them we've answered previously, etc., etc. So if I don't read your question, I apologize. But first comes from Choco Monkey.
Choco Monkey or Choco Monkey?
Choco Monkey.
How do you know that's
Choco
pronounced
Monkey.
that way?
Because I know English.
Oh, well then, touche.
Wait, hold
That's
on.
French.
No, yeah, Choco.
Choco.
Because it's spelled like Chocobo.
Silence.
Okay. I think it's Choco.
Wait, let me see it. Let me
Because
see
it's
it.
spelled like Chocobo.
Okay, Choco Monkey's listening to this and is like,
That looks
you
like
guys
Choco."
Are more,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
got
are moros.
Choco.
Okay, Choco Monkey.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know
Email
English.
us and let us know if it's right.
Yeah.
We should do a thing where when they send us emails, they should put in parentheses.
How to pronounce?
He has two questions. Do you guys think Conquer Live Reloaded will ever get a remake for the Xbox One? And what game would you like to most see a remake of? Which we've talked
didn't we
about
talk about
before,
this
but
one?
it's nice to come back to it. Conquer Reloaded. Did you play Conquer Reloaded?
No.
I played it one time. And I really liked it. It's a huge. I know it's a massive franchise. I mean, as far as
A lot of people like it.
A lot of
Yeah.
people like it. It's kind of has that cult following.
I never played it, honestly.
I played it. I honestly don't know if it will come back. I mean,
Would you want it to? Was it a good
Yeah, it was fun. It was around the. It was like the Xbox's version of Crash Bandicoot. I feel like.
Okay.
I
I mean, I saw some stuff on it, but I never played
and
it.
now, Choco Monkey and fans everywhere of Conquer Live are
They're like-
yelling at
they-
me.
they
It's nothing
facepalm.
like that at all. I don't know if it will come back. Honestly, we're not huge players of that.
However, the backlining, I don't know what you call this. The question is, would we like to see good games come out?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, if that's yeah, I would.
I would, yeah. Especially those that have not experienced, like myself, that don't have a system that can play it, if it's updated or whatever. Updating, it's not that important. I like to play good games.
Yeah.
And I would pay for it if it's a good game, and it sounds like it is.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yes.
Jordan.
I don't know if it's. I think. Okay, so I wouldn't count it out, but I think it's one of those later in the cycle things. Because look at the Xbox Live Arcade on the 360. How many remakes do you have there? You have quite a few, right? I mean,
do you?
I don't know if you do. I don't think they much focused on
well,
remakes. I think this is going to be the generation of remakes. And I think it's going to be.
There's quite a few.
But
remakes
I think, don't you think
arcade.
it's going to be the model of Halo Master Chief? It's going to be, if this is a big game,
I hope so. That was a good.
We will also throw in the previous games so you can play all of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a shame to see all those games go to waste. All the good ones, the classics.
I honestly don't know. I mean, Nintendo is very, very well known for remaking their games and putting them
because
on
of their
all the- I mean,
virtual console.
Yeah, their virtual console.
That's
so. I mean,
that
they're
is awesome.
they're really well known for that. But I mean, I want to say yes. It could. You just don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will always support a game. Well, the reason, and I said this already, the reason I want to support that is because there's new gamers, kids that are growing up now that are getting their Xboxes that have never experienced those good games, and I want them to experience it.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's a big. People put a lot of, I don't, whether you think it's right or wrong, that people put a lot of emphasis on better graphics versus, how fun the game is, and frame rate and all that stuff. I think maybe it does need a facelift just to get the attention of younger gamers.
No, it would.
Yeah.
It would. With the exception of platformers, let's be honest. Platformers is a genre that is timeless.
So I think with a facelift, then
I think a remake for $15-$20. I think that'd be a good thing. But
Good
I mean,
question.
it's hard to tell, right? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
Good job, Choco Monkey.
Which actually, this leads us into the next question, which I'm combining two questions here. Ben Hatch and John Matthews, they posted questions that were similar. John wanted us to talk about backwards compatibility coming to the Xbox One. It's a $500 machine. I want to be able to play my old games. And Ben Hatch, Tokyo Rose, also posed the question after that, which I think goes well with it. Would you rather have backwards compatibility for 360 games or have revamped collections, i.e. Gears of War, Mass Effect, Fallout?
Well, I mean, that's a want versus is it possible? You know what I mean? I don't know, because backward compatibility, they would do it if they could, kind of a thing. I don't think it's if it's not there, it's not possible.
With backwards compatibility, and I'm not the smartest guy, but I mean, this is a whole new interface. How similar it looks.
Well, what's the
under
architecture?
Under the hood, it's completely all new, right? And from what I understand, which may not be correct, but to do backwards compatibility, you have to put extra hardware in there to run that backwards compatibility.
Well, you may or may not. Basically, it comes down to if you can. Okay, I'm going to think about this. I'll say I'm not the smartest guy either, but I've played a lot of emulators, and I know at a certain point your computer can't emulate certain games because of the language of
That the game was written in.
Exactly, and with different hardware comes different language that games are written in, and sometimes it's just you can't just emulate it, or you can't have that backwards compatibility.
So let's pretend for a moment then that it can. That is just a firmware update that boom, flip the switch, it is backwards compatible. Would you rather have backwards compatibility or revamped games?
Well, it's essentially the same thing. Almost,
How rich am I
than-
in this
because
paradigm?
backwards
Just
compatibility.
as of right now, all things being equal, as you are right now, would
backwards
you rather?
compatibility, I guess I wouldn't necessarily need the Master Chief Collection
Because I
can
was
just pull
thinking,
all my games up.
I would rather see what we're seeing now. I don't really. I was thinking about it. With the 360, I kept all my Xbox One games. Well, ones that I really love. I have NBA Street. I have The Matrix, and I never once popped that in to the 360.
Yeah,
I popped Fable in once, but I mean, it's just
Yeah, and I think I know Microsoft has and Sony have the statistics, and it's something like less than 10% ever used the backwards compatibility. And not that it wouldn't be nice. Like I'm thinking, like Red Dead Redemption, I would love to be able to play that now. But you reach a point in the system cycle that you just don't even think about it. And I would rather see. I think it's a better value for us as consumers to have the revamped games.
Yeah, well said. I agree. I think I agree with that. I think you made some good points there.
I thank you.
Except I really want to play Red Dead on my new Xbox.
Yeah, me too.
I wanted to.
I've taken a ride through tall trees.
I've sold my 360, and now I can't play it anymore. And I want to. I actually ran into that problem. I wanted to play Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And I could not.
Sometimes it's just nice to go to a saloon.
And then I started shaking.
I would agree with you. I think it's better to have like the Xbox Live arcade style. You know what I mean? $20. Here's the Red Dead collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
something like
that.
Yeah,
and I think that's what you're going to see with this generation, or a model more like Sony has, which I think is wonderful since they fixed their pricing, especially where they have their entire Sony library on a thing, and you can rent the game, buy the game, or you pay to play this game. That is cool. I really like that, and having access to that. And those games aren't revamped; they're as they were. You have access to them digitally now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
and
still
it's certain games too, though. They're not all out there.
But it's a huge library, though.
Yeah.
Even if Microsoft did something like that, that would.
And you run into the. I just don't know the hardware that the Xbox has versus Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 4 versus the PlayStation 3.
They do have the ability to run it in the cloud, though, too. I mean, and I'm sure that's what.
Well, yeah, because you got to think like when you take a game like Halo 3, it was designed up and down for the 360, right?
Yeah.
This is a completely different interface. Even the cloud is a different interface than you have to redo.
But see,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the fact that it's digital, that's just a method of storage. Discs are storage.
Yeah.
The hard drive is storage. It comes down to how the game was written in its language or whatever, whether or not the video game processor can read that language and interpret it into a way that's playable.
Axman makes a good point. He says revamped has been good because they include all the DLCs from the old versions. I do like that. I mean, that's no different than buying the game of the year.
Yeah, but that doesn't exist for games, on the original Xbox and
there
earlier.
that was not a thing, DLC. But yeah, excellent. Anyways, good question, good discussion. Next question comes from Gary Wells, and this is an opinion question. He wants to know if Gears and Mass Effect get Xbox One updates, should I sell my 360? Yes, I would sell my 360 now. You got to strike while the iron is hot. You can still get something for your 360. In a little while, you might not, unless you've got one in a box sealed. You're not going to be able to get that much.
There's a Justin Timberlake joke in there somewhere. So,
yes,
I was trying to think of it, but I just thought step one, put the Xbox in a box.
You guys
I'd
agree?
sell it and get the Xbox One.
Yeah, I'd sell it right now before that comes out. I mean, I think, I just think you're kind of missing out on experiences at this point.
I think this year we're gonna see it more. Predicting they're gonna start. Even Sony is going to start slowly I don't want to say phasing out, but focusing more.
Oh yeah, well
on the newer, you know what I mean?
The sales, Microsoft had record sales this month.
Yeah,
I mean this is the fastest console sales of a new console ever by both of them. I mean, it just destroying previous console numbers, sweeping the world, one person at the time. Peter Hernandez writes and says, "What are your thoughts on multiplayer only games like Evolve? Should a campaign be included?" We have yet to play Evolve. I mean, we played the alpha. Mm-hmm. This week we will play it, but we have played Titanfall, for instance, multiplayer only game. They have a campaign, but it's stories in between the multiplayer. McSpicy.
I have an opinion on this, but I think I can also be persuaded.
Okay.
So
it's not set in stone.
It's not set in stone. I think games dedicated to one or the other become more polished and better games overall. Mm-hmm. I think being able to dedicate the amount of time needed to make a good multiplayer game will make that multiplayer game better. Likewise, a game that's just a campaign. Granted, I think you could probably do it well both, but I think multiplayer games being multiplayer games, like let's say Call of Duty, for example, even though they do have 6 hours of outstanding campaigns, it's only 6 hours. Imagine how much better their multiplayer would be if they just killed it and put all the resources into making a polished game.
I think, to your point, we can ask the question, if Titanfall had a campaign, would its multiplayer be as good as it is?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. And what's amazing is all of their time and resources go into multiplayer. All of their time and resources go into those maps. There is not one bad map in Titanfall. They are all amazingly balanced.
Well, and then and
competitive.
You get cool features like reaching in and grabbing a pilot and throwing him in the middle of a multiplayer game, which sounds super simple. But how long do you think it took them to, without disrupting the, you know what I mean, around you?
And,
right?
and look at the launch of Titanfall.
Yeah, excellent. Did not have a problem.
No problem. Whereas look at a launch of, say, Watch Dogs, which really tries to merge multiplayer into their campaign.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get people that are really dedicated to campaigns that still like the multiplayer. Like let's use the same game, Call of Duty. You'd probably get an outrage of fans that where's the campaign, you know? So probably a new IP would be the best direction, like Evolve, to just do a multiplayer only game. But I prefer it that way personally because of that reason we talked about. You just get a better polished game, whether it's multiplayer or campaign.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's better for one. Now, in a game like Evolve, does it have the staying power? Titanfall has the staying power. It's deep enough to where all you need is a multiplayer game. You're not missing out on anything. That is that game. Call of Duty, if they were to do that, same thing. It's deep enough. They have enough candy to keep you going. Enough the model that they have keeps you going.
Like the prestige model that keeps you there for 8 months.
Well, and Titanfall has a prestige model too that keeps people going. I don't think it's as good as Call of Duty at this point, but it's still excellent. Yeah. Does Evolve, if a multiplayer only game lacks that incentive, that is where you want a campaign. I mean,
okay,
if you're a developer and you're going multiplayer only or campaign only, you can't be mediocre. You have to be excellent at one or those.
At one or the other. If
you
not,
can be mediocre
both.
if you have both. I feel like I can get away. Well, you can get away with it more because it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of fun. Oh yeah, that's kind of fun, and it can keep you going back and forth for a time.
Yeah, for a time. That's why I don't play Call of Duty anymore, because their multiplayer games are broken. For the first 6 months of the game being released, well, that's what it feels like. Maybe a month or two. But if the game was polished, if I didn't have these little kids under the map shooting up at me or elevatoring all the way up to the top of the map shooting down, you know, if the game is broken, and it happens every time Call of Duty's released, I would much prefer that game to have no campaign and have my multiplayer experience be much better.
Yeah. Someone in chat just said that Evolve has a single player mode.
I think they're talking about the Monster and or like Left 4 Dead. You can play by yourself.
Well, yeah. You can play by yourself, but it's still you're playing against AI that's based on the multiplayer game.
Yeah. And maybe it does have like a full-on campaign. I don't think it does. I think he's talking about maybe just the monster mode, which could be considered a single player.
Yeah.
Or or like in Left 4 Dead when you can play by yourself and everybody's just AI, you know. But yeah.
Huh. Anyways, interesting. I do. So we're not opposed to multiplayer only games or campaign only games as long as they're good.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein. There's an excellent example of a campaign only game.
And it was really good.
And you feel cool, man. That's
that
a good
game.
Well, and there are games that are successful that do have both. I mean,
yeah, but
it does.
Yeah, you're right. We're not saying that.
No, I know.
We're just saying the game is better if it's because a business has limited resources. You'd like to think developers like Activision or I guess publishers, but the people with the pockets that they have unlimited resources, they don't. So they have to choose what their employees work on.
What the focus is. Because the pockets aren't unlimited. It's not like, so the fact that it can be focused on one thing or the other makes that much better than it would be otherwise.
Yeah, in single player mode, you're paired with bots. So same, just like
it's the same like Left 4 Dead type.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think we're going to see the move to multiplayer only games. The Titanfall was really the first one to do it on this system, and remember that was a big criticism of it at first. Like, what? There's going to be no campaign, blah blah blah.
And before it came out, I was happy. I remember.
Yeah,
I was happy that it was coming out.
Well, and they nailed it. Can you imagine if they would have felt that? Would other companies have tried that? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
They kind of set the precedent.
Remember, well, they had a lot of stuff that they were kind of. I don't want to use the word innovating, but that were new concepts compared to the
especially
video
the
game
first person,
paradigm.
Well, especially first person shooter.
Yeah, well, I mean,
well.
like six versus six. That
In-
was
in a-
before it was released.
In
that
a
was
world
huge backlash.
that was going bigger, planet side, battlefield, right? More players on a map.
And I was actually.
Well, I mean, I think both have their benefits, but
Well, but like, when was the last time you played? For me, like even in the hardline beta, none of the games in Battlefield were ever maxed out,
yeah.
ever. And I always feel, and this may be just Battlefield, not other large scale multiplayer games, but I always feel like what I'm doing really doesn't matter that much to the outcome of the game, even though I'm top 3 tier of the point scale.
Yeah.
And games. I wonder what the difference is in culture at a gaming studio or developer that nails both sides, like Halo 3, Undead just mentioned, or all the Halo games have both great campaigns and great multiplayer. The exception of Halo 3, he says, which I think, Jordan, you agree with. Right?
Yeah, I think Reach was one of the best multiplayers, although I had issues with that campaign, but that's another story.
It's a lore story.
Yeah.
It's
That's a lore
story.
master issue.
But
Nathan
there's an
Fillion.
example, and we're not saying that people can't
That's
nail
always
both, but we're not opposed to them only focusing on one and giving us one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I mean, take the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I thought that one did an excellent job balancing between campaign and multiplayer, right? But I mean, I think
Yeah.
you know, there's games that can do it, but a game like Titanfall where it's solely focused on multiplayer.
Yeah. The next question is kind of relevant since Jordan and I, and perhaps McSpicy, we've yet to persuade him, but we'll get him. Impulse buyer
do
right
it.
there. We
Are we talking about what we were
we're
talking
purchasing
about
a
before the
3DS,
show?
the
Yeah.
new 3DS today, because I haven't had a handheld in forever, and I want one.
What about your phone?
It's not a handheld.
I know, I'm totally kidding.
Don't
Get
even
out.
go there.
I know, I'm out of here. I'm off the show. All right, everybody. Thanks. I had a good
Anyways,
ride.
Aaron Scott asks, will there ever be an Xbox handheld, and what would it be like? He's not talking about streaming with a tablet or phone,
I've been thinking about this.
but would there be... I thought about it too. Like,
I've pondered this.
Will they try to compete in that? PlayStation has kind of tried to compete via the Vita.
I think
Via the Vita Loca.
Oh!
I don't think
I have terrible jokes today.
I yeah.
That
Don't
I-
agree.
I personally don't think they will come out with a portable device. It's not their vibe. Reason why, I think they push the Kinect. That's their side thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
PlayStation has PlayStation Eye and the Vita, but
They're
much
more focused on the Vita,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And the PlayStation Eye does, although it's good, it does suffer a bit. For you know what I mean? It's not as good as the Kinect. I think most people can universally agree on that. But I think, like Nintendo, let's take Nintendo for the example. They push the 3DS as much as they push their console, right? And I think Microsoft pushes the Kinect as much as
Well,
they
and
push,
I
you know what
think
mean? But-
and I think what Nintendo does is those two work hand in hand.
yeah,
In
yeah,
a
and
lot of
that's- yeah.
instances.
And same does the Vita and the PS3, but I just don't think. I just
don't. As of right
Basi-
now, I don't think they'll get into it. But who knows? I mean, that is an unchallenged. Nintendo owns that world.
Yeah.
And Sony, I don't think has focused.
enough resources on.
I think if you're going to jump into it, number one, you need a game. Nintendo has showed us because Sony jumped in and said, "This look at the graphics on this device," and on handhelds. It's about the game. Nintendo has showed us graphics don't mean anything.
No, it's always about the game. Even that's the
even-
misconception in the gaming world right now. I'm just going to say it. Everyone before a game releases is all about 60 FPS, 1080p.
Yeah.
It's the most it's a ridiculous conception or thought process of gaming. It's about if the game is fun.
Yeah.
When you get the game,
fun
you
factor.
don't care if it's unplayable. You care, but hopefully the game when it's released it's polished,
Yeah.
you know. But that's the whole misconception in the gaming community.
First fun factor, then you want it to be maxed out if at what it can be maxed out at if it's a fun game, right?
Yeah.
But if you flip those two and you want it maxed out but it's not fun, who cares?
You're gonna I mean
But I think what Nintendo has done is even think about this. How many games would you sit and read dialogue? Very few,
Yeah.
because we're so used to that. And yet on Nintendo 3DS games, you can. And so I just think if you're going to jump into that world, a world that Nintendo owns, you need to be all in. You cannot you can't just say, we're going to have this thing.
Well,
and that's how the Vita feels for the PlayStation, which is a little bit disappointing, I think, because it's a cool device, really.
But I don't know. I just think Xbox, they're focused on the Xbox and the Kinect, and that's their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't need a portable.
Maybe if
right?
they get the Xbox One down and just running smoothly and just working like clockwork with games and everything and doing really well, then you can peel off and focus on.
Are we considering? Okay, I don't know about this, but are we considering mobile devices gaming machines?
No, a separate handheld.
So a separate handheld.
Yeah.
Okay, because
like
I mean,
a Game Boy or a 3DS or PS Vita.
I think that's what's saturating the market of the handheld is mobile gaming.
Yeah.
Well, and,
Even though you're going to have your dedicated gamers that
phones are becoming more powerful every release. I mean,
Well, what's interesting?
did I
is
give you permission to touch my phone? No,
Well, what's
Pretty
interesting
powerful.
though, having said that, what's interesting is phones, mobile gaming is at an all-time high, right? That has not affected Nintendo DS sales one iota.
Well, that's because I have theories on reasons of that. I mean, I can't play games. I can't mobile game on this.
Yeah.
I can't either.
there are
I need
games
buttons.
there are games that you can't that are built for that Hearthstone, but that's a card game. And card games have always been touch.
But I
reactive
still prefer
game.
to play it on my PC.
Yeah.
So the handheld market is only to gamers that need that touch kind of a thing.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to beat the tactile feedback that you get with controls. So do we think Xbox? I don't think Xbox coming out with a handheld.
No.
I don't.
But if they do, they can call
Ever.
it the XP. Get it? Windows XP or Xbox Portal. Get it? I've had that in my head for a while.
You know what? They should hire you because they've
Spencer.
done a terrible
Phil Spencer.
job at naming their
Phil
devices.
Spencer should hire
That
this
would be
guy.
hilarious. Introducing the window, or you can just
The
call it
handheld
XP.
XP.
The
The handheld XP.
handheld Xbox Portable.
What do you guys think of the March system update? What do we think it will include? Any
Screenshots.
screenshots? You think that's coming in
I
March?
think that's the biggest.
I mean,
feature
Phil
everybody
Spencer
wants,
did tweet out a
yeah, a
sample
screenshot
of
of
it.
his. Yeah, I think March will have it.
Yeah.
I agree. Anything else? Are you looking for anything at this point?
Probably just a bunch of back end stuff.
I do want something. This is not what I'm expecting. I don't want my Xbox to automatically record my clips anymore.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
But okay, that is the developer though.
Turn it
Not-
off. Don't give him that. It's
Well,
so
th-
stupid.
Well, no,
I played Hardline.
no,
I had like 30 clips in an hour.
Well, can you?
I'm all for giving the developer.
No. If
Access
it's a
to what
cool
they
clip
want,
for
right?
this specific feature, if it's a cool clip, I will say Xbox record that.
But that's not Microsoft's fault. That's Hardline saying, "Hey, we're going to."
It is because they have that. Just turn that off. That switch.
Don't give them that option.
just switch that off. Developers, this is what they think. Oh, it's going to be so cool when they level up. They're going to love it. Let's have it record every time they level up. No, because that's
And-
what the developer's
Well,
thinking. He's
for
like,
instance, in Madden, it's every touchdown. I don't
see,
want
touchdown.
every
Then the
touchdown.
developers, they're going, EA's going, hey, yeah, man. They're going to score a touchdown. They're going to want that recorded, you know?
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking. As a gamer, I'm like, stop it. You're making...
Well, it's a one-size-fit-all approach. really.
You
Well,
have
no,
just filled... When you go to the activity feed, it makes it pointless to look at the activity feed. Because it's all this mundane... If somebody recorded a clip, I'm hoping it's good.
I think they'll get away from that. I think this recording of clips is new,
So they're trying to use it.
and developers
How
are,
come,
are,
but
are
see,
just-
that's been around
have-
for a year. I've had this problem for a full year. This is the hardline bait, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think, in fact, I would be curious if I could go in and turn it off in some of the newer games.
Yeah.
Right now, anyways.
But that's that's not Xbox's fault. You
I know
what
you
mean?
keep saying that, but flip that switch off. Just don't
so
give it to 'em.
bottleneck the developer, in a sense.
well, take away options to the
Take
developer.
away
no, no,
that.
No, see, I don't agree. I disagree with that. Yes, it's an annoying feature, but you should be upset with the developer.
give
not
me-
the
give-
console is giving the developer a set of tools.
Solution.
You know what I mean?
Let them do it. Go to settings and have two options for the Kinect recording. Say allow game to record clips automatically. Off.
Yeah, no, I think that's what you're going to
'Cause the
see.
only-
As it evolves.
That's probably
I think
easier
what you're
said
gonna
than done because you'd have to because the developer I'm not sure. Maybe the Xbox is doing it, but I'm pretty confident that the developer is choosing it.
No, it is.
The developer. I mean,
Yeah, it is the developer.
How
but
it-
the fact is,
that's-
because I can't.
No. You can.
I'm just saying
you
that's
can,
probably a lot easier than said to tell the Xbox to go in and override.
No. But in
software.
each game, you could set that.
Oh,
setting
in
as
each
well.
yeah, but again, that is the developer side.
So,
not
Yeah,
the
so let's
Xbox.
do that. I know, but I think.
But
I
I'm
think
just saying
that's where
it's
it
not
will.
the Xbox's fault.
I think
I
that's where
agree
it will
with you.
evolve to.
I just want them to put in a setting that I can turn that damn thing off.
But that would be Dice or Visceral for
Yeah,
this one, right?
let me turn that setting off. It's because I want to see our community's clips. I'm never going to go see clips because I know that 1,000 of those clips out of one have automatically been some guy crashing through his windshield because buckle up, from Grand Theft Auto.
See, I think, like, for instance, NHL 15 EA doesn't have that feature whenever you score a goal. I think that developers will evolve to that, and maybe give you the option, or maybe just take it out altogether, the automatic
It's dumb.
recording.
I hate it. Because now I can't. I will not go into people's feeds. I want to see cool clips. I want to go into somebody's activity,
But
put
it's
a message,
it's always an auto.
They just
The
they have
auto
just
record
made
in the
mundane the activity feed.
I agree with that. I do think you're right. I don't search the feed, and when I do, it'll be something that pops up that someone did purposefully, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But it's true, there is a lot of just junk because it's automatic. Also, do you think achievements should be included in that activity feed? When you unlock an achievement?
Probably. Give us the option to have like check boxes. Do you want to see activity feed? Do you want to see clips? Do you want to see this?
Or
a
tabs?
filter. I
Yeah.
guess that's called a filter.
Yeah.
I really just want to see good clips. And maybe comments, maybe somebody
I like to
posted
see
something.
activity. I do like seeing what people are doing, but you can do that in your friend's feed. You don't need to go into activity at all for that.
Jordan, this wasn't an assault on Microsoft. This was an assault on that option. Just turn it off.
Well, I know, but we were talking about system update. That's a developer issue, not a console issue.
Okay, I can see where you're going with
So
that.
I
I just have that as an option to turn off. just turn that off.
Last but not
That's what I want in the March update.
Last but not
Full
last
circle.
but not least, that question came from Mike Fisher. Thank
Thanks,
you, Mike,
Mike.
for sending that in. And last but not least, Stuart Burson, Texas Stew Baby, gives us this fabulous question. Ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Horse-sized duck.
What weapons can I bring?
Just normal weapons.
Okay, hold on.
100. I'd rather fight 100 duck-sized horses because you can just kick those things. It doesn't matter. 100 ducks are never going to overwhelm you.
But
100 creatures the size of a duck. I guess if they could fly.
So
they
they're
could.
all little horses.
Yeah, but little horses.
I want to do the little ones because I'll take on 99 of them, but I want one for me.
Yeah, just cage
a
that,
cute little
like
duck-sized
like
horse.
a little Pokemon.
Yeah. My wife would love that, actually. Valentine's present. I'm going to get her a little horse.
a little
A
horse.
little horsey.
No, I would probably do 100 little ones, especially if I can bring weapons.
Jordan,
I would do the duck-sized horse because that would be cool.
that would be cool.
Can you imagine that on the wall behind you? Like when you mount its head?
A duck size? You mean
No,
a
a
horse-sized
horse-sized
duck?
duck.
It's one big, large quacker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. Can you imagine the head of that thing on
Quacka.
the wall? When you,
Okay,
Oh.
that would be impressive.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the meat you'd get off that thing? Duck? Oh man,
Oh, jeez.
feed you for a year.
You could wait. Ducks can't fly, right? Well,
Yeah,
you
ducks
could
fly.
You could go on your roof and kind of float down a little bit.
Ducks fly.
Oh wait, ducks. I'm thinking chickens. Okay, yeah, ducks can fly. You could fly that thing. That'll be your World of Warcraft mount.
that would
Can
be
you
cool.
imagine that thing in the water? You know, when ducks land in the water, it'd be like a wave.
It'd be like those what are they
Wait,
called? The
yeah.
pontoon planes? Or
Because
whatever?
I would fly. Have you ever seen that movie Fly Away Home?
Oh, yeah, with the little
That
plane.
like,
yeah, and she, like, drives
12-year-old
it.
girl that flies the plane
The
with the
geese.
ducks, the geese. Yeah, I would do that. I'd fly across Canada
Would
on
it?
my life. Okay, I've changed my opinion. I don't care about the little horse. I want a duck to fly.
Dude, a little horse though.
Duck mount.
Although a little horse is cool too,
Cool.
man.
Be right on this table. Going back
I
and
know,
forth.
just like
Make a little
hey,
stable for it.
hey, horsey.
Horsey.
Great
Anyways,
question. Wow.
iDarb tournament. Sign up, Mr. McSpicy. How can they sign up? Just remind everybody.
You can sign up. Just tweet me at Mr. McSpicy, MrMCSPICEY, and just say I want to play in the IDAR tournament or sign me up or whatever. And that's, I mean, it's kind of That's how we're going to do it right now. So
I would like to play in the
Jordan's
IRL
in?
tournament.
I'm in
Okay.
as well, of course.
Okay,
So-
so I've already
Save
had a
me
couple
from
on
typing
Twitter
later.
contact me. You can also do it on Xbox Live. However, if you can do it on Twitter, because then I can
Keep them all in one.
Yeah, I can keep them all in one. But I'm going to reply to you, and we will set up the brackets and everything. So I'll let you know when game times are and everything too.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's in a couple weeks. Our year anniversary, 3 weeks away after, if you're listening to this podcast.
Can I also mention, if you tweet me, let me know your gamer tag, because that's how I'm going to have you guys contact each other to play.
And sometimes your name on Twitter is in fact, usually it's different than gamertag.
I don't want drama. I'm not a drama guy. These are exhibition matches. If there's a problem, we're going to have a rematch. So,
Well, you can't. There can't
Well, you're
really
the
be a
commissioner.
problem.
I'm
You're
the commissioner. I call the shots.
You call the shots.
Oh, I'm a commissioner. I
Roger-
want that in quotation.
Roger
Well,
Goodell,
the
right
game
here.
is set
Mr.
up
McSpicy, the
unless,
commissioner.
Unless there's a disconnect or a power outage, I don't think you'll really have too many
Okay.
issues because the game is set up like.
I know. I'm
highest
just
score
paranoid.
wins, right?
I'm just paranoid. And our community's awesome, so I guess I
Yeah.
shouldn't worry. But,
Yeah.
You let me know your gamer tag, though.
Anyways, our 1 year anniversary coming up in 3 weeks. As you're listening to this, be sure go sign up for the newsletter. We have the biggest prizes and the most prizes that we will give out that we've ever given out. But you have to be on that email list. That's where we're going to take the names from to draw. x1bros.com/newsletter. And it's also just a good thing to be on. We send out monthly. We do not abuse it. I sign up for newsletters and I quickly unsubscribe because I get them every single day.
It's every 1.5 months. It's supposed to be every 1 month, but
Well, Christmas was an unusual
Time.
Christmas, January.
we didn't do January at
Because
all.
Christmas came out the first week of January.
Christmas comes out the first week of
Well,
January.
not Christmas, but the December one.
Wait, can I have Christmas at my
Or it came
family
out right
and then
before.
go to your
I don't know,
house?
but it threw us off.
2
That's all I'm
Christmases,
saying.
man. That's pretty
Anyways, sign up if you want big prizes. We will unveil them the
Soon.
day of.
Oh, the day off.
Yeah.
The day of. Maybe the week before. We'll unveil some of them. But they should be good. Try to.
Sorry, I
And you can hear the replay of us.
yeah, I didn't know that what the sound was on.
That was Inception.
Sorry.
Podcastception.
Podcastception. And also Patreon. If you like this show and want to support it, help support us financially. It'll help grow the show, grow the community. We put those dollars towards equipment and towards advertising the show. We want to stay advertisement free, and thank you so much for everyone who has done that. Patreon, X1 Bros. You can search it on Patreon or x1bros.com/support. It will take you right there. Pledge. And once again, thank you everyone who has pledged. We really appreciate it. We will see you guys next week. But before we do, Jordan, where can people reach you?
Jordan Man X will be everywhere.
I am X1 Bros.
yeah, everywhere.
Whoa,
I
you
just got
freaked
really
out there.
excited.
Freaked out there for-
Well, I was just gonna say it's also now gonna be on the 3DS as of 2 hours from now, but that has nothing to do with Xbox.
But hey, you know.
But if you want to friend me there too, you can in 2 hours.
This is a positive X1 Bros community, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who is a part of it. Tell your friends if they like gaming with cool people. I'm just thoroughly impressed every day with everybody in the community. Thank you so much. We will see you guys next week.
So, are you guys gonna tell them where you're from or where you're?
We already did.
Oh, you already. Oh,
Were
okay.
you not paying
Wow,
attention?
I really wasn't.
You were
Not
just
paying attention.
distracting us and pulling
Yeah.
up the
Sorry.
stream.
And with that, we'll
Bye-bye.
see you guys next
See ya.
week.
Sorry.